Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. I am Jim Traber, along with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Julie Traber. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
You sure look good today.
Well, thanks.
You know, you're going with the they got the daggone bell bottoms things going nowadays, and you're right in there, aren't you? You are stylish.
I do like flare jeans.
Why do you like flare jeans?
I don't know. If I could go back to a period of time, I like the whole look from the 70s. That's
when you were like 3 years old.
I was not old enough to appreciate it then, but I like that era.
That was me. That was my time.
I liked the hippie era. I would have totally been wearing bell bottoms.
Hippies were the 60s mostly, but yeah, you're right. But you saw my hair and stuff in the 70s.
Yeah, I like that.
It didn't look very good.
Yes, you did. You looked great.
I looked a little bit like a hound, yeah.
Oh, that's true. From high school? Yeah, that's true.
I had that serious.
High school, you didn't have it going on very well. I didn't like the phase where you had the Abe Lincoln beard with no mustache.
I did that for one year. I did
with
that
no
one
mustache. That was not a great look. That was
just a 1 year deal. The other years, I didn't have anything, yeah.
With your overalls on. It was not my favorite look of yours.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we go back and talk about you with your curly hair.
I liked you more in the era of when you were playing baseball, when you had your long hair.
With Japanese baseball, that's when you really liked me, with the long hair and the beard and earring and everything.
I liked it.
Because you like bad boys.
I do like bad boys.
You don't like the daggone clean-cut people, right?
That's not true.
No, them clean-cut Baptist boys were all hitting on you all the time, and you didn't want any of them, did you? There was no excitement there, was it?
No. If my dad said, "Why don't you go out with so-and-so?" he was just X'd off the list. Yeah.
What about that Baptist dude you met at Liberty? What was that? Tell that story about that. What happened with that guy? He was like a Baptist preacher or something, preacher's son, and you were a preacher's daughter.
No. I met him before I went to college.
Oh, I thought that was at Liberty.
No, I met him. I mean, it was like for a minute. I was working at Swenson's. And he came in. Chocolate. He came in and started talking to me and found out, I don't know how it came up because I normally didn't share this right away, that my dad was a preacher.
Well, he probably said his dad was a preacher.
And he said his dad was a preacher. And then turns out I went home and I told my dad who his dad was, and my dad was just like falling all over the place. He was like, wow, he's a very famous preacher. Oh, and he was all for it. He wanted me to actually.
So the minute your dad said you wanted it, you wanted him to date you, then you were out.
He said I could go out. I could invite him to church, and maybe we could go out after church.
Oh, now that is huge.
So,
where are y'all going to go to, like Carl's Jr. or something?
I don't even remember where we went, but this was a big deal because he'd never like given me the thumbs up before, and it was kind of crushing because he meets me at church. And this other girl comes in and he sees her and he decides he likes her better.
Right there in the middle of church?
So he ends up, after we go out, somehow he got her number in between there. And I found out about it. And he asked her out.
So he was like double duty in it.
Yes. And then he went out with her and then he called me back.
Uh-oh. What'd you say to him?
I was like, I'm out.
Let me tell you something. Don't do that to Julie.
No, I'm out. And he was like, she just doesn't have much of a personality. And I was like, I could have told you that. Yeah. She did not have the sense of humor that yours truly had.
Did you like him?
I mean,
because some of them dudes were yardbirds.
He came to church with me. I'm sure he was a yardbird. I don't know. He was cute. I thought he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just, I only had like 6 guys in my high school class, so it was a different guy. You know what I mean? We were all excited. It was a different male.
Because he was from another school?
He actually was already at University of Alabama.
Oh, college.
He was a college guy. He was older. You know, seemed more mature because he was 1 year older than us.
Wow, very good, very good.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That whole preacher's son and preacher's daughter.
I do have one funny story. I don't know if I've ever shared this, though. There was a guy who, he was much older. Like, he was probably, I say much older. He was probably like 25, 26.
Oh, my gosh. And you weren't still in high school?
I was in high school.
What in the world?
And I didn't even know this. He was always super friendly to me. I didn't know this until later, but he actually went to my dad's office and talked to my dad before he ever talked to me and said, would it be okay if I asked Julie out on a date? And my dad said, absolutely not. Don't ever talk to my daughter.
What is, you're 17 and he's 25?
And what's really funny is he ended up being a preacher. And my dad said later on, he was like, I'm just kicking myself that I told Randy he couldn't go out with you. But I thought that was funny.
That's unbelievable. I can't imagine. I don't care if they did it nicely or not. I can't imagine when our daughters were in high school, if a 25-year-old dude would have come up to me and said, hey, listen, Mr. Traber, with all due respect, I mean, respectful and everything. Listen, Mr. Traber, I really would like to go out with Chelsea. Would that be okay? I would look at him and go, what? I mean, dude, walk away before you say another word.
I feel like, though, if my dad would have thought about it for 5 seconds, he was such more of a better option than anybody else that I might have been interested in. I mean, he was in seminary, for goodness sake. You know what I mean? My dad should have encouraged that, which probably I would have been out anyway. But yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah, he told me later that story, and I was like, and you told him no? And he was like, yeah, I'm kicking myself.
And then look, you married a dude that's about that much older than you. Actually, more than that.
Older, yeah.
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 Did you ever see yourself marrying some guy like me?
Yeah, because you were a bad boy.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I was pretty picky, right?
Were you?
Yeah.
Wow, we got a phone ringing right there.
That's a happy little
mine.
tune.
That's my tune.
That's a happy
I'm sure there's probably that stupid people that call me every night to try to get me to get a loan.
Every single night.
I'm going to tell you something. This makes me so mad, okay? Just tell the story real quick. Every single night from a different number, I get a call, and they would tell me that they were going to give me $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in a loan. Well, they give you a number to call back. I have called that number 10 times.
Which is why he keeps getting calls.
No. Yes. Listen, and I get a real human being, and I tell them, they go, how's your day going? I said, my day stinks. And they go, what do you mean? And I say, because your stupid company calls me every single day. I want you to take my name off the list. And every time they go, okay, we'll do that. And they never do. I'll call. I've tried a couple times. Go, can I talk to your supervisor?
We don't have a supervisor.
They'll go, there's no supervisor here right now. Oh, it drives me crazy.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so tired of hearing this story.
I'm tired of it too.
This is a story we go over every night when they call.
Because I'm sick of it.
I'm just like, just delete it and go on about your day.
I have deleted.
I understand, but then go about your day. Why do you?
Every single time they call. Because it's a pain.
Energy.
Because right now they just probably messed with our daggone podcast. You see what I'm saying? But every single time they call, I go delete and report spam. Every single time. First of all, it shows you the daggone, whoever's getting the spam thing, they're not doing a daggone thing, okay? And secondly, it doesn't matter because they call from another number. Every single time the area code is different. Yes, ma'am?
I thought I would change the subject. Just thought I would change the subject. Let's talk about something that's going to make you happy.
Something that's going to make me happy?
You got to play poker this weekend.
I did. We went and played poker. And, man, I tell you, I'm on a nice little run. I cashed again, although I was very upset on Sunday on our drive home. We went down to Dallas to a brand new place. It's just beautiful, man. Palace Poker. It is just incredible. And I had a great tournament with the Run Good people. And I got knocked out the first time, and then I got knocked out the second time at different times. But the third one I got into, I ran my bag up to $768,000. I was
You were
fifth,
fourth, right?
Fourth or fifth. Yeah, one or the other. Of all the people coming back, 59 people, and I was like fourth or fifth. And then it started that day. We had a wonderful breakfast together. And we had a great morning, and it started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I proceeded in 2 hours to lose it all. And it was unbelievable because I flopped two pair. The guy had a bigger two pair. I had ace queen, the guy had ace king. It just went on and on and on. And I just lost the whole thing. I cashed, but man, I really thought I was going to do something big. But of course I didn't.
No, but it was still another cash under your belt.
That's
so
right.
That's
3
good.
tournaments in a row. So
and you
I'm
had
very happy.
fun. You made some friends.
Yeah, it was a good time. It really was.
This was really Interesting.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
Jay, you got to listen to this. So my good friend I've talked about many times, his name is Daniel Lowry. He's a superstar. He has like 20 rings. And this was like a run good thing. And he had the most chips of anybody at the beginning of the tournament. Well, he ended up winning it, okay, as usual. He won $100,000. Second place was the guy who played in a little baby satellite, a one-table satellite, and he got a free buy-in, and he sold it to me for less than how much it cost.
So you got it for $200 less.
$200 less than if I just went to the window and bought in, so I saved myself $200. Third place, we played until 3:30 in the morning.
And I was long
and Julie
asleep
was
by then.
well asleep, and our hotel was about a 6 or 7 minute drive, 8 minute drive. So I was said to the dealer as we were bagging our chips at 3:30 in the morning, I said, you think it's going to be hard for me to get an Uber at 3:30 in the morning? And she said, yeah, it's going to be really hard. So the guy next to me, this young kid, goes, where are you going? I said, well, I'm in a hotel down here with my wife. And he goes, I'll drive you home. I said, that's so cool. So I met the guy. He was a nice kid. Ryan was his name. He had exactly 700. I had 768. He had 766.
But
it was
the
so
funny
crazy.
story was on the way to the hotel.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
We're going to the hotel, and we're talking about what he does and what I do and everything like that. And he says, man, he goes, I really needed this cash because I am dead broke. He said, dead broke. He said, I spent my last $600. I'm broke. And I was like, wow, man, dude, I hope you go well. Well, he finished third and won $47,000. So how cool is that? So the first place guy is my really good friend. Second place was the guy who gave me a ticket to get in. And third was the guy who drove me home.
Gave you a lift home.
Yeah.
So you were happy for all three of them.
And I finished 40th. I should have been up there with him. But no, that was really cool. Julie will tell you this. I want to win more than anybody. But I also want people to win. If I don't win, I want someone to win who deserves it or needs it.
Right.
Like Daniel doesn't need it. He's won $4 million
But
in his
he's
career.
like on a mission to like set some
Just
records.
set records.
Right?
Yeah, and he's a great dude, and I'm happy. His wife, he's got children. So I'm happy when he wins.
Sure.
And then that second place guy. But the third place guy, I was so happy when I ended up seeing that he won $47,000, because we don't remember the days a long time ago, Julie, where you could say I'm broke. I don't have any money at all.
Yeah.
You remember, right?
Yeah.
And to think if you could get a $47,000 win,
Yeah, that's
that
big.
certainly would help.
That's big.
So it was fun. But here, one of the things that happened on the trip though was really funny. So I'm driving. We went afterwards. Thursday night we drove. And we left late not late at night. We left at 7:00. And we're going down. Anybody that knows the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the 35 splits, and one of them goes toward Dallas, one of them goes towards Fort Worth. And then when you go towards Fort Worth, there's the Speedway, the Motor Speedway. Well,
this Buc-ee's. So everybody stops at Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's, yeah. So we get off at that exit, and I'm looking over at Julie, and she literally looks like she's going to cry. And I say, Jewel, what's wrong? She goes, well, when I and she's talking just like this. When I booked that hotel, I didn't realize that we were going to be staying here at the near the Buc-ee's and the Speedway. I said, Jewel, we got 30 minutes until where we're going. We're just getting off an exit.
I perked up. I was like, oh, God.
She thought we were staying at one of these little Motel 6s or something by the Speedway.
I was like, is this where I'm staying all weekend?
Of all the humans I've met in my life, she has the worst sense of where she is in my entire... Grand Prairie and Arlington, where we were going, is so far away from the Speedway.
Okay, but I have never been... I don't even know that I've ever been to Grand Prairie. I didn't know where Grand Prairie was.
You've been to Arlington.
Yeah, but I thought we were staying in Grand Prairie, so I didn't know. And when you got off the exit, I thought we were getting off for the hotel.
You thought that was Grand Prairie.
I didn't know, but I knew I did not want to stay near the Buc-ee's. Like, I like to go in Buc-ee's. I just don't want to stay in the hotel right next to Buc-ee's.
Hey, look in that camera and just say, I am the worst there ever was with knowing where I'm at.
I've explained multiple times that I'm directionally challenged.
Man. You really are. It's amazing.
It
doesn't seem like it's gotten a lot better.
So I feel like it's better.
Really?
Like around here. Mm-hmm. When we first moved to Edmond.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I could not figure out where anything was. The streets confused me because our streets go from 164th to it turns into something else. I don't even remember. So I know it is 164th, 178th, 150th.
Turns into 15th.
But then it turns into 15th and
24, 20,
Edmond Road.
Edmond Road, yeah.
Like it's some weird halfway
point. It is really
point.
weird.
It
really was.
Which
it
is
really
confusing.
is stupid. Where Oklahoma City becomes Edmond, they changed the daggone roads. It's kind of dumb, but
yeah, I'm directionally challenged, but I feel like I can get around Edmond pretty well now.
Next time we drive down there, I'm going to pull in like a little stupid hotel and say, "Here we are." Just to get you. I don't like to see you sad at all, but you were sad. You were literally had a little face on, like
I was like, well. So most people understand you're gone all the time, so I spend a lot of time in the hotel room.
And I always make sure that we get a nice hotel, don't I?
And I usually am the one booking it, so I have no one to blame but myself. But I was trying to book a place in Grand Prairie, which I wasn't familiar with, so I didn't have any idea. I still didn't love where we stayed because we were literally right underneath the roller coaster at Six Flags, basically. That's where we were.
Well, Jay Pitts has been down there with me when I had my tire and everything. We stayed in a hotel.
Right.
Do you remember me? I took a new towel off and there was poop on the towel. Remember that? Remember that? You remember that, Jay? The hotel they made us stay in? Oh my gosh, it was horrible.
It was nasty.
But this was a nice hotel.
No,
though.
we stayed in a good hotel, but it was just location matters to me because I don't love to drive in Dallas traffic. So I like to be close to things so I don't have to venture out too far.
Next time, if we go back to that, and I really want to go back to that poker room because it was incredible. Heck, listen to this, Jay. They had people that were coming in to eat dinner there who weren't playing poker. They had this restaurant. The food was unbelievable. I had these like pepperoni, what are they called, Julie?
Bruschetta.
No, not the bruschetta, but pepperoni pizza. But they're
flatbread.
Flatbread pizzas. It was out of this world. I couldn't believe it because I had to eat like at 11:30 at night. I mean, it was a full bar. I mean, it is beautiful. Marble everywhere, big glass windows. It's the nicest poker room I've ever been to.
Jim rates a place, honestly, though, on the bathrooms. I had to hear about the bathroom.
The bathroom was unbelievable. It reminded me of like the bathrooms like in the Venetian and stuff. I mean, that's what they were like. So, yeah, it was really, really awesome. But next time, we're going to find a better place for you because you like to be near like things that you can go see and stuff.
I don't like to drive in Dallas traffic. No, we had an interesting thing happen. You had an injection this week, so we had to get up really early to go take you to get an injection. But as we were driving out of the neighborhood, this black cat goes running in front of our car.
Right in front of us.
And we both kind of stopped for a second and went, oh, that's not great, is it?
I felt like maybe when they were going to hit, when they put the injection in, it was going to hit something bad, you know?
But have you ever been, I know you're a superstitious guy. Has that ever been a big superstitious thing for you?
No, actually, that part.
The black cat?
That
no,
kind
not
of
really.
stuff, walking under a ladder and all that stuff, no. I love the number 13. So a lot of that stuff I'm cool with, but I am very superstitious. I'm just superstitious about what I do before I do
more
something.
Of like a routine or what you're wearing or don't change your underwear.
That's exactly right.
Don't shave your beard.
I don't know if you noticed, but the shirt I wore the first day was the shirt that I had really good success in Tulsa.
I noticed.
You did notice, didn't you?
Yeah.
I wore the same shirt. And it didn't go very well, so I put another one on.
Your daughter said, she goes, oh, I thought that was from the same poker tournament. It's because you had posted.
Oh, that's right.
And you had the same shirt on.
That's right.
So it confused her.
Yeah, you can go online and actually see it. Yeah,
but so I thought it's going to be interesting to see if anything bad happens with this black cat running. And then today, you lost your wedding ring.
Man, I'll tell you.
It was a whole thing.
I was crushed. Tell him I couldn't eat my lunch.
I mean, Jim was just...
I was beside myself.
He was beside himself. And
I really was. I
finally said, listen, why don't you just go ahead and go? We were in separate cars. I said, I'll pay the bill. I'll get Clyde, in the car. You go home and look for it. Because you had to go to work, but you wanted to go home and look for it. So when I got here, you had looked everywhere. No ring.
I'm telling you, all it is a daggone piece of gold and stuff. But when you've been wearing it every day for 30-something years... I mean, you want it on there. And I don't take my wedding ring off. When I used to play golf, I would take it off for golf. But I don't take it off now unless I'm, like, making meatballs or something like that,
Right.
You take yours off every night, which is understandable, but I never take mine off. So I was crushed. I didn't know where it was. And I looked in the bed, I looked everywhere. And then I had to go to the bathroom before I went to work. And I came out and I was so sad. And you walked up to me and you went like this, will you marry me? You had found my ring.
I found it.
Tell them why you found it.
Well, we had made the decision that it had to have landed on something soft or you would have heard it.
That's right.
So we were like retracing your steps in the house. We'd called the doctor's office. Like, did you leave it there? We'd called the salon. Did you leave it there? So I was like, it has to be in the bed. I'd looked at all the rugs.
I looked in the bed too.
So I decided I was going to change the sheets and wash them. And I was shaking each one out and it fell out into my hand.
Wow.
So that was a good feeling.
I mean, it was so nice to get it because I don't know. I feel naked when I don't have a
It is
ring on.
interesting, isn't it? That
some men and women don't wear them, but some really care about them.
well, but you know, I was going to say you got me this beautiful new ring for my birthday and for our anniversary, but it's still not as sentimental as this one.
Yeah,
like
that's a special one.
I think when you
Well, tell them what our daughter Caitlin did because Albert did the same thing. Albert, our son-in-law, got her a beautiful ring, and tell her what she did with her ring.
So when they got married, this was the sweetest thing. He said, "Katie, girl, I can't afford more than this right now, but one day I promise you I'm going to upgrade it." And so I think it was for their 10-year. He surprised her with a big diamond. Mm-hmm. And so
he gave me the idea.
So anyway, she wanted to do something special with her original diamond. So she went into a jewelry store in town and told him what she wanted. And so they took the diamond out of it and created a necklace for her. So she's got this solitaire diamond from her original wedding ring, which is really special too.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. Well, anyway, we've had some fun lately. We've had a good time lately.
Yeah, so we beat down the black cat. That was the purpose of that story.
The black cat thing was really made me nervous because I thought we're going to have an accident or something.
Yeah, and so then when the ring thing happened, I was like, oh, is this the start?
And I'm telling you, it was perfect. It just ran right in front of the car. It just went across the street, and I looked over at you, and you looked at me, and we're like, what's going on here?
Exactly.
But we were okay, so. And I got the shot, and hopefully it's working a little bit. It's helping a little bit.
So I was watching this comedian. Don't get on to me if he's got some bad stuff out there. I really had never heard of him before, but I heard him doing this one stand-up bit. His name is James Davis. Have you ever heard of him?
I have not.
But he was doing a little stand-up bit, and I just saw a clip from it, and he said, you know, the other night I fell asleep. I went to bed early, fell asleep, and my wife did something unthinkable after I went to bed, like unforgivable, like the worst thing you can do. And so you're like, going, what? So I get sucked in. And he goes, we've been watching the show together. We've been streaming it. Oh. And I went to bed and she kept watching.
Oh, that's horrible.
And he was like,
You've done that to me before.
No, not on a show. But he said that's unforgivable, man. I mean, you can't do that. That's like code word for married couples. You do not watch the show when your spouse isn't around.
No, I mean, that should be obvious.
And it really got me thinking that you shouldn't even have to say that out loud, right? Like you said, that's obvious. So I was thinking about these different rules you and I have, that we've got quite a few. And I was looking up to see, do other married couples have like fun, unwritten rules? And I found so many articles.
Now,
so many.
Really good.
Yes.
So now, before you go any further, unwritten rules for people that don't know are very, very important to me because I played baseball all the way until the big leagues. And there are many unwritten rules in baseball that, by the way, a lot of people can't stand. But I am 100% behind. They don't do it nowadays, a lot of these younger kids, but there were a bunch of unwritten rules in baseball. And,
just etiquette, baseball etiquette between players,
that's
right?
That's right, what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah, exactly. Like if you're winning a game by like 6, 7, 8 runs late in the game, you don't steal a base, because it's just stupid. You steal the base. All you're trying to do is get a stolen base. You're not trying, you score a run, who cares? Instead of being down 10-1, you're down 10-2. Things like that. And back when I played, if you did them, then you got drilled. You got hit with a pitch. And so, but nowadays they're not like that. So when you brought up the unwritten rules, man, my head was like going to all the rules that people on the radio kill me for. I mean, they just can't stand them, but I love them.
But when you think about it, every couple has some.
Yeah.
Like some things that are just between them that they just know. Like
Right.
you
It's just given.
observe these rules. Like
Right,
it's been
yeah.
worked out over years
That's right.
of marriage and
You know
fights.
exactly what it's going to be. Yeah.
So here's just some of the fun ones that I took a couple to see. So this person said that she comes from a really chaotic, loud, big family, and her husband doesn't. So when they get together with her whole family, it's a lot for him. And so she finally had to just understand that overwhelmed him sometimes. So they had to come up with a safe word for him. Like when it was getting so out of hand,
Tippy toe.
he could say bananas. If he said bananas, she knew he was going to disappear for a little while. Like, I don't know where he would go, maybe take a smoke, whatever he did. But he just needed a little peace and quiet. And I thought, I can get that. I understand.
You and I come from different families.
Very different. Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you needed to get the heck out of there when my family was together?
I mean, your family, when your whole big family got together, it could be...
Especially the cousins.
Yes, it could be loud and overwhelming initially.
The cousins were loud, very loud. Yeah.
And I've told this story before. My family is just so different from yours, but the first time we ever went to spend Christmas, we were at your brother's house.
This is beautiful.
And we were gotten in bed.
He had a big old beautiful house.
Yeah, we'd gotten ready for bed. We were in bed, and the door just opens, and your sister and brother-in-law come in, and Claude is wearing whitey tighties.
Whitey tighties. That's all he has on.
That's all he has on.
Yeah, that's he's, by the way, he's my sister's husband who has passed away.
Right. But,
we laugh all the time about it.
Yeah.
That's
because
how comfortable he felt. He barely knew you.
It's the first, he met us, I guess, at the wedding.
At the wedding.
And then this is the second time I'm seeing him. And he comes in his underwear, and I was just like...
Not boxers now.
No.
Whitey tighties.
Very revealing.
Yeah.
And just plops down on the bed with us. And I'm just... Because my family, we're all prudes, right? So I'm just looking around the room, like, trying to not make eye contact with the obvious. And you thought nothing of it.
No, I didn't think anything of it.
She thought nothing of it.
Teresa didn't. No, Teresa was good.
And later I was like, what in the world? And you go, that's Claude.
Yeah,
it's just Claude.
That was Claude. There's no doubt about it.
You're like, you should be glad he's got underwear on.
I know. If he's going to walk in a room, he just, whatever he has on, he's coming in there.
He doesn't care. And so I ended up, that's what you love about Claude. He didn't care about anything.
No.
But yeah, so it was a little overwhelming for me in the beginning because your family was so different. But I just learned to embrace it. Yeah. I don't think we ever needed a safe word.
I think that one of the things that I'm trying to sound like I'm a psychologist or something here, but one of the things in a marriage is the families are huge as far as y'all staying together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Learning ways to cope.
Right. So I'm just telling y'all people that if you meet your spouses or your girlfriend, boyfriend, and you're going to be spouses, their family, and you think they're really, really weird and everything like that, if you really love this person, you better figure out a way
You've got to embrace it.
That's right. Because let me tell you what happens. You say, I don't want to be around your family. And the next thing you know, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, it's a sad thing to do that. Right.
Yeah.
I think you're marrying into the whole gang when you do that. So
right.
And I loved your family.
Yeah.
But it did take a little getting used to, for sure.
No doubt.
Okay, here's one. I loved this. So a lot of people work from home now. Mm-hmm. We've never really had to do that. You work from home, but when you're working from home, it's just the two of us. So
yeah,
I know that you're working from home. But this family developed this during COVID when they're home and they're trying to work from home and the kids are at home and all that. So they got orange hats, and if they had an orange hat on, it meant do not disturb. So if they had the orange hat on, you couldn't go interrupt them because that meant that they were working. And so they kept going after COVID, that when they're trying to get something done or they're concentrating or whatever, they put their orange hat on. Nobody's allowed to disturb you.
That's a little ridiculous.
I kind of liked that one.
Can't you just say, hey, I'm working here?
Yeah, but think of how many times you'd have to say it if the kids come downstairs or the wife pops in, or if they just see the orange hat, they know.
Okay.
You're busy. It's do not disturb.
Or you could just tell your kids, hey, Dad's in there working, so don't go in there and mess with him.
Okay.
But the
sorry.
orange
I thought
hat
it was
stops
cute.
them.
I like the orange
I mean,
hat.
it might be cute, but it's a little bit
I thought that
crazy.
was cute. Okay, here's one. We don't have a dog right now, but I totally understood this. If the dog has chosen you and he's laying in your lap, then you're released from all responsibility. You don't have to get up to do anything. You can't be disturbed because the dog has chosen you. And I understand that. When they are snuggling with you, you don't want to have to interrupt. You don't want to have to get up with them. That's like a big deal.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, some of the fat bulldogs that we've had, I like to get up because they're making me, hot if they're
Hot
laying
and
on me.
stanky.
Yeah, stanky. But okay, that's so it's a rule that they've established and they know it now. So it's not right. So nobody has to write it down and tell
So
them.
if she needs a drink, you'd have to get up and go get the drink, and
I would take advantage of that. If
you'd be bagging you'd have treats in your pocket.
the fat boy laying over here going, yeah, could you go get me something? Yeah.
Exactly. I love that one. Okay, this was a great one. And I'm like, we should have done this when the girls were younger. But they had your shelf, my shelf. But this is between spouses. Your shelf, my shelf. So in the pantry and in the fridge. So you can share the stuff on your shelf, but they have to ask. And you're allowed to say no. Like if you've got special treats. So for instance, like the boys couldn't eat all your chips and you wonder what happened to them. It's on your special
they did
shelf.
the other day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clyde likes every snack. But think about it, when all of our kids were in high school, it would have saved a lot of arguments over somebody eating the last whatever,
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I understand why you might do that, but we never really fought over anything like that. There was no reason to do that,
The
was
kids
there?
did.
Yeah. Well,
You and I don't. You and I
We just
kind of have our
share.
own shelves now, but
Well, we share. We share
That's
whatever.
true.
If you want some of what I'm eating, you can have it. I don't
that's
care.
true. But I liked that rule. Okay, here it is. If there is a job, chore, or task, now I like this one. I feel like you and I should adopt this. Somebody that one doesn't want to do, you can invoke the right. And when they say I invoke the right, it means you have to right then play paper, rock, scissors. And whoever wins, the other one has to do that chore. Like, I don't feel like cleaning the toilet. I invoke the right. And then the other one has to do it.
Really?
You're making a really bad face. You don't like that idea.
Well, first of all, I really don't do anything.
That's true. But you might have to if I decided to
That's
invoke
right.
the
That's
right.
why I don't like
That's
this.
why you're making the face.
I don't like it at all. Yeah. I don't like that. I take the garbage out. That's what I do.
That's true.
So that's the only thing. So one night, if I don't want to take the garbage out, you know what happens? You go, I'll do it. So I don't have to do the rock flicker. You just go do it.
But it might be fun if we play a little game. Might be more fun.
I don't have it. What chores do I have? I have no chores.
Here's one, and we do this one already. We have to say I love you when leaving each other, even when we're furious at each other.
We definitely do that.
I would say that you and I do that.
We definitely do
even when we're mad.
We definitely do that.
And they're like, you don't know if that's the last time you're ever going to see them. So don't.
Yeah. I mean, you never know.
I mean, I even come in the morning and I lean over and kiss you and whisper, right?
Yeah. My sister, when her husband died, she didn't get to say really anything to him,
Mm-hmm.
So that's a sad deal. I think you probably live with that for the rest of your life.
Sure.
So, I agree with that. I think that's another good reason to make sure that you're always having good stuff between each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to leave
But
the house
I feel like that's
mad.
one of our unwritten rules. We do that for
I think
sure.
we definitely do that, yeah.
Here's a good one that I should invoke. If sports is on, my husband has to give me a back rub or rub my feet. So if he's hogging the TV watching sports, she gets something out of it. She gets a back rub or her feet rubbed. I like that idea.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Does it talk about somebody's a sports talk radio host that has to watch sports?
Here we go.
Is that in there? Anywhere?
Here we go.
I mean, you're talking about some yard bird who's sitting on the couch and is cheering on his team. That's not what I do. I do my job when I'm watching it.
Oh my gosh. Well, your hands are free. Do a little hands-free foot rub.
Actually, usually I'm eating something.
It's true.
Usually I'm firing some candy or graham crackers or something
Or
in my mouth.
pretzels.
Yeah, something's going in my mouth.
A lot of snacking.
I don't have,
going
no,
on.
I give you a one-handed one like this. I can do your back, but I got to have that other hand free.
Here's one that I thought was cute. We take our meds together every night and we do a toast. I was thinking, well, Jim and I can't do that because you're taking meds all the time.
Yeah. But you always take your meds?
I take mine at night, and it's a process.
It is a process.
It's a process.
And just tell the people, are you good at taking pills?
No.
She's the worst I've ever seen. I mean, like after lunch, I take about, I think it's 10 different pills, 10 pills, and most of them are vitamins. But there's a couple in there that I have to take. And this is what I do. I go like this. All 10 in my mouth, water gone.
We've discussed this.
Jay, you can't do that either?
I have a small esophagus.
Yeah, okay. Every time she takes pills, it's fun. We should film it.
I start gagging. Sometimes I'm gagging. It comes back up.
Yeah.
It will not go down.
It's incredible. And at one time you had a serious problem.
Yeah.
What was that? When was that? What were you taking?
So I was
You were
going.
sick,
I
weren't
was
you?
going to a dermatologist, and he
Oh,
was giving
that's
me this
right.
high-powered pill because I have adult acne.
Yeah, it was strong too.
Anyway, I can't even remember. Maybe doxycycline or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. But it was a pill that had like time release stuff in it. It got stuck in my esophagus and would not go down. And I went ahead and went to bed. And the next morning I woke up, I couldn't swallow anything. And he told me that, well, if that happened, if that released in your esophagus, it's probably burnt. So basically, like, think about having like canker sores. I had burns down my esophagus, and
It was really sad.
all I could drink were like milkshakes and cool drinks. I didn't eat for like 2 or 3 days. It was
that was
so
terrible. Yeah,
so yeah, I really do have a small esophagus.
I don't know about that, but
I do.
you tell us that. No doctor has ever said,
I don't think
hey,
it's-
you got a small esophagus.
I do not think it's normal, my inability to get a pill down.
She sits on the couch with me, and we'll be watching our show.
It takes
and she gets
me-
all her little pills and puts them over there. And then 20 minutes later, I'll go, you done? She goes, oh, no, I got a couple left. What? How long? It does take 20 minutes for you to take your
I
pills.
have to feel it go down. Like I have to feel it before I can take
And then
the
she's
next
got her
one.
big smart water, and she's drinking. And I mean, it is an ordeal.
It's a thing.
You know, I'll say, I'm going to take my pills. I go in there, I jam them in, I come back. When you say you're going to take the pills, I go, hold on a second. Let me get something to drink and eat here because I know I got to wait.
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Okay. Popsicles must be eaten together.
You can only eat, like, if you have a popsicle, the wife has
They
to.
both have a popsicle.
I mean, I don't have my own problem with that, but you won't eat
I
one.
won't eat the popsicle.
Yeah, I mean,
so
that's-
yeah.
that's the
But I
problem.
just thought that was cute. That's their thing. They share popsicles.
Okay.
And here's the last one that I wrote down that they did. They thank each other for everything. So take the trash out, thanks. Do the laundry, thank you.
I thank you all the time.
Put
don't
the
I?
trash back in the bag, thank you. And I
By the way, I
thought
did that
you and
yesterday.
I have gotten better about this. It might get annoying, all day, every day for all the things.
Well, I
Because
thank
you would just be thanking me nonstop.
But
It would be,
I do thank you all the time, though.
you do thank me a lot.
But you can't thank me because I don't do anything. What are you going to say? Jim, thanks for taking your clothes and putting them in the hamper.
That's true.
Is that what I'm going to be thanked for?
Yeah.
Because there's not much more that I do.
But we have gotten better about showing gratitude for
Yeah,
the
we
little
have.
things. So I do think we're winning there. But I told you to think about some that we actually do because it made me think, what are our unwritten rules? And we actually have some unwritten rules. Like I would not even think, like we're watching a show right now that we love. It would not even it might cross my mind, but I would never do it because I know the level of anger you would have if I watched our show without you.
I just can't even imagine the person that did it. That person has got to be so, doesn't care about anybody or anything else around them. You can't
The
watch.
level of selfishness,
And
right?
That's right. And how about if you've been watching for 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons, and then to start watching?
Well, number one, you're going to have to watch it again. You're going to have to watch it again and pretend like you didn't watch it, right?
If you did that to me, I would say, okay, you watch the rest of it by yourself. I'll watch the rest by myself. That's terrible that someone would do that.
Yeah, it's unthinkable, really.
It really is.
But it made me think, what are some others like we know? Okay. Did you think of any after I asked you this?
I got to tell you, you're really going to laugh when I tell you the one that kept popping into my head.
Okay, I'm dying to know.
I always sleep on the same side of the bed wherever we are.
That's true.
Every hotel, you know, like, I mean, if you really think about it, the man, this will be sexist, so just deal with it, people. The man should sleep by the door.
Yeah.
And I do. I sleep by the door here.
Unless
Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
But if we go to a hotel, I'm sleeping on the same side of the bed, and if the door's on the other side, so be it. Now, at the hotel, you got like locks and everything. Nobody's coming in. But the point is, I'm going to sleep on that side of the bed no matter what. And you know it. You know that.
Yeah,
by
I
now,
just
you
go
know,
ahead and set up on the other side. Yeah.
That's right. Exactly right.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
One of the reasons why we started that a long time ago was because of some things that I had on my left side. So I really couldn't, I could only roll on the right side. So... And I don't like it real good when, like, you and I, like, sleep face to face. You know what I'm saying?
Jim is Rain Man, so we actually probably have more than the average couple.
Well, aren't these things all about maybe being a little bit of Rain Man?
Yeah. But, I mean, you really like things a certain way. You don't like change very much.
No, I like things the way they are. If they're good, I like them. Why change them?
Why change it?
It's like,
If
you know what I was talking
broke.
about? Scotty Scheffler. He's like my favorite golfer. He's the best player in the world. Well, the company that he works for, they came out with a new driver, brand new driver, and they wanted him to change from what he was doing and use that driver. Well, he has hit the ball so poorly so far this year with his new driver. And I'm saying that if I'm him, I'm telling that company, guess what?
Yeah.
I want the exact same driver I was using, and you can act like it's the new driver, but I'm trying to win tournaments and be the greatest golfer of all time.
Exactly.
I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Why change? He dominated last year, and now he's having a hard time hitting the ball in the fairway because he has to use a driver. I would tell that company, tell you what, don't pay me any more money. I don't care. I'm going to go back to my regular driver. So, yeah, I'm a Rain Man. If things are good, I'm using them. I'm doing it.
You're sticking with it.
But you know what? You got a little bit of that in you, too.
Did you think of any others?
Not really.
No?
I mean, I think you're probably going to come up with them, and I'm going to go, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Well, here's a big one. We go to bed at the same time every night.
And that's exactly right. Unless something happens. Like, there's a couple of times where we're watching a show or I'm watching a game, and you have to go to, you said, Jim, I'm so tired.
I don't ever say I'm going to sleep. I might say I'm going to go get ready for bed, and I climb in bed, but I don't turn out my light and go to sleep.
Oh, no. You fall asleep with the light on a couple times, but that's okay.
I will wait
tired.
for you to come in, but almost every night we go to bed at the same time.
Right. And I usually stay awake longer than you to just usually.
Yeah.
So, you're right. We have a set schedule. Does that bother you?
No.
Okay.
No. I think it's funny because my parents never did that. And they still to this day don't.
To this day, yeah. I mean, your dad, is in his office all the time.
Yeah. So it never occurred to me. But you are, like, when you get ready to go to bed and I'm not ready to go to bed, you'll go, it's time for bed.
It bothered you before, too. Because let me tell you something. The one thing about this woman is she does not like to be bossed. Okay?
Yeah.
You do not like to be bossed, even if it's a
yeah.
small little thing. And when we get done watching a show, I'll say, come on, Julie, once you go do your steps. We talk about her steps that she does to do her face, and I'm sure all you women do it too. And I'm telling you, for a while there, you'd get mad at me. Don't tell me what to do. But you've accepted that. By the way, I appreciate that. That it's not mean. I'm not giving you an order. I'm just saying, okay, it's time for us to go to bed.
It's time for bed.
Yeah, but it takes you 15 minutes to get ready. So I want you to get started.
Yeah.
But you have accepted that. I wanted to thank you for that.
That's true.
I like that one, by the way. That's a good one. What else you got?
Well, we kind of already talked about this, but we kiss goodbye and say I love you no matter what. So even if we're mad at each other, even if we're going to bed, we do that.
Yeah.
Even when we don't feel like it.
And that's because of me. Because if sometimes we were mad, I would get in bed, you wouldn't say a word.
Maybe.
I'd come around there and say I love you and give you a kiss.
Maybe.
And you'll give a kiss like this.
But that's an unwritten rule. Yeah.
I agree. Because there is a legitimate chance I'll die in my sleep at some point. So, you never know. You better
Here's
do
one.
it.
We do lunch together every day.
If we can. Yeah.
So if I'm going to do something else, or if you've got to do something else, we let each other know way in advance. Okay, Thursday, I've got this going on.
Right.
So it's like it's a standing date that we have for lunch every day, and we have done that for years.
Oh my gosh!
I mean
most of our marriage,
since we met each other,
pretty much.
right?
And because I work at 2:00. So we always eat lunch at 11:30, get done at 1, and then I go to my show. I mean, that's basically what. But we did do it every single day when the girls were young because they were all in high school and we didn't have any grandbabies.
They were all in school, and
that's right.
You'd come pick me up for lunch at work.
Pick you up every single day. When we first started, we were eating at Taco Bell every day because we didn't have any money.
Yeah.
But remember, that's a good thing. We have lunch every day together.
Yeah, so that's kind of
and then when you have to go with like your friend or something to go to lunch or something, I'm very sad.
Yeah.
It messes my whole day up.
Yeah, you don't love it. I don't do it often because that's kind of our time. But
right. And I always make all my doctor's appointments always around 10:30 so that I'll be done at 11:30.
Yeah.
I mean, we set up our day pretty much exactly the same.
So that it doesn't disturb our lunch.
Yeah. And we set up our date for everything. It's like you become a little bit of a Rain Man too with me along. Well, I think maybe it's because of me, but
yeah, I try to make you happy with all these
But are
rules.
you happy with them too?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay? Yeah.
But it's something we never sat down and said, we're going to do this every day.
No, it just happened.
It just happened, but
organic,
it's kind of that.
Isn't that what they call it?
Yes.
Organic? Yeah.
I like that you pulled that out.
I don't know why I got it. I just came out.
And then here's the number one. We did that this week, and I love this. It hasn't always been so, but it's our new thing. I don't go to the grocery store without you.
I love going to the grocery store.
Jim loves going to the grocery store, and I appreciate that so much, but we do grocery shopping together. You don't even love it when I will sometimes order groceries and have somebody deliver them.
I love the grocery store.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the grocery store.
You like being involved in the planning of the food for the week.
Well, and then I like to walk down the aisle and see cupcakes and get them.
Yeah.
By the way, I got cupcakes today, and I ate one of them, and there wasn't any cream inside.
I've never seen that.
Never.
And you said had somebody call in.
I talked about it on the radio, and people were texting, and there were 2 or 3 that had that happen to them too. But there was one guy who texted and said he bought a big old thing of Twinkies, and not one of them had cream in it.
That is crazy. What are the chances?
I would take those back. I don't know about
Sure.
you. I didn't take mine back. I just threw it away. I'm not going to eat a cupcake without cream in it. I love
What is the
cream.
point? That's like coffee without caffeine.
Yeah,
What's the point?
I love cream, and it was the number one thing, so it wasn't in there. But yeah, it was really sad too to start eating on it and say, "What's going on here?"
No, another couple was talking about the grocery store, and they take turns who has to go to the grocery store. I'm sure if you have small kids,
Yeah, I guess so.
But I thought this was cute. They said whoever goes to the grocery store, you have to bring the other one a surprise. So you bring them a treat that you know that they'll love. And I thought that's cute. But I was going to say, you actually do that for me. Like if you go into a convenience store, like I beg you, don't do that. And then you still bring me something.
And guess what?
And I'm
you eat
secretly happy and I shove it in my mouth.
That's right.
For sure.
You eat them.
But
with the nerd clusters that you've fallen in love with.
It's an addiction and I'm trying to get off of it, but I cannot control myself around nerd clusters. You bought those for me on our trip to Dallas.
Right.
And so on the night that you played till 3 a.m. or whatever, I came in and started a show and started down in the nerds clusters to the point that it was making my mouth hurt. So I had to go into the bathroom and do some soap in there.
Oh, no.
Put the water in it, mix it up, throw it away.
So bad.
Because I will not stop. I will not stop and then I'll get sick. Because you bought me the big bag.
Well, let me tell you something. You can do that to your stuff, but don't do it to mine ever again, like you did to those donuts.
I can't control myself around nerd clusters.
Yeah, I know.
Please stop buying them for me.
I'll buy whatever I want for you. Oh my gosh,
you can't think of
that
any
is
more.
awesome. No, but that's really good. People, the couples, you guys should talk about those. I'm sure everybody has them.
I'm sure everybody already has their own. It's just funny to hear what other people's are.
I'm sure that if we really got into it, there's other things.
There's a lot.
But we do a lot of things that we over and over do. Like just for instance, like when we have a meal, like let's say I go get steaks. Well, we know that you are going to do the potatoes and the corn, and I'm going to do the steaks out on the grill. You know, we all have our little things that we do for different meals and for different. Don't you
You
agree?
have this one thing that you do every single day. You'll text me on your last break.
Oh, that's right. That's exactly right.
And Jim will say one more segment.
And if you don't say,
and I text back woohoo.
Woohoo. And if she doesn't text back to me, I'm
so
crushed.
deflated, and then I have to hear about it when he calls me. He's like, "Why no woohoo? Why didn't I get a woohoo?"
I want to hear my woohoo. I know my day, my job is over. I want woohoo.
You want excitement?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't just give me a woohoo.
Yeah,
I like it.
So we do. We have a lot of little ones that I didn't even write down.
No, we are very quirky.
We are. We're weirdos for sure.
30 years though.
That's right.
Getting after it. All right.
Let's talk about JR.
JR, I saw him the other day. He came in. I was doing my show at ZT Cigars. He came in.
He always comes to see you at ZT.
He is the best. JR Holmesy and Associates. I'm telling you, if you have any type of car accident, any type of accident, he is in the top 10 in the state of Oklahoma for personal injury lawyers, and just the best dude ever. He helped Julie so much when we had our car accident, and he'll do it for you too. 405-524-1011. 405-524-1011 is the number. Also, I want to talk about April 14th, ladies and gentlemen. We have our fair coming up, the Ultimate Fair. I know some of you out there have been to it. You came up and introduced yourselves. If you're in the Oklahoma area, wherever, you've got to come by the fair, all right? And you can go to thesportsanimal.com and look for it. One of the things we're going to do at the fair is we are going to be selling T-shirts. Now, I say selling. It's a donation. So it'll go for our great people at Rob's Ranch, our sponsor. It'll be $5 or more. You can give $100. You can give whatever you want.
So we're saying it's free with a donation.
Free
so
with
whatever
a donation.
you can afford to give, because we know things are tight for a lot of people. But just anything you can give, it's going towards Rob's Ranch.
And Jeremy Gray is going to be there.
He's going to be there,
He's going to be at the table, and he's going to be talking, and you can see him. But they do amazing things for men and families, but men mostly who have addiction. And, Tiger Woods obviously just happened this last week, and, it's time. Hopefully he's going to get some help, because I think he's either going to end up dead or killing somebody. But the second I was on my phone, I was playing poker, and I saw that it happened. And the very first thing that I said was, he needs to go to Rob's Ranch.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly he's going out of the country to go get something because he wants his privacy. But last time he went to
I'll tell you
rehab,
what, he'd have privacy in Sarah, Oklahoma.
You're exactly right. He would have a bunch of it. Rob's Ranch could help Tiger, and it can help anybody with addiction. Rob's Ranch is just amazing. And if you want to give a donation and you can't make it, you can go to robsranch.org. And all the way down at the bottom, there's a little thing there where you can click on if you want to give some money and help, because they are helping people immensely. And by the way, if you don't have the money, they got scholarships and stuff. So we'll get you in. Go to my Instagram, too, if you want to private message me and kind of tell me that maybe you're a little nervous. I'll help you. I will guarantee that I'll get you into Rob's Ranch. So.
Path to miracles.
That's right. Boy, they do miracles every single day. It's an amazing thing. All right, Jill, it's a miracle you stayed with me this long. I know that. Everybody thinks it. Very good. I love you.
I love you.
Hey, go to our YouTube page. Our YouTube page is Getting After It. Subscribe, say like, get on there and like us.
But honestly, wherever you listen to your podcast, just make sure you like and subscribe. It helps us. It helps push our podcast.
That's right. But the YouTube page is cool. So go to that too. And we appreciate all y'all. And make sure you listen next week to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast.